Hi, I'm Olie, and at the end of July I went to Tallinn with my husband and his mom, and I went to this huge craft store called Karnaluks. I actually lived in Tallinn for 2 years, but I've never been there before to this store. I always went to Kanga Džungel XXL, and as you can probably guess from the name, the Kanga Džungel XXL one is big, but Karnaluks is just enormous. It's 2 floors filled with all kinds of craft supplies, and I went there with an idea of what I want to get, and as it happens I got a bit more, so I decided to show you exactly what I got there, plus what I got from my friend Yulia, who kindly took me there and showed me around. Without her I would have gotten lost, because it's just sensory overload, it's so many things, and I just wanted to, buy them all. But let's start with yarn. I'm a crocheter, so yarn is something that I always lay my eyes on. I have an extensive collection of cotton yarn at home. Cotton is my preferred material because it's good for both wearables and toys and home decor, in my opinion. So I got more cotton, naturally. So let's start with this very random pick. I tend to get things in 2 skeins because I never know how much I need, and it would be a shame to have too little on hand. At the same time, it's not a lot, so I can't really make big items with this much. It's like just 50-gram skeins. They are in this beautiful Barbie pink, which I think would go for a lovely bag. I haven't used them yet, as you can see, so I'm still looking for a project for them. So if you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments. And this is not 100% cotton. This is 65% cotton, 35% viscose. So it only proves my theory that this is good for making some wearables. Let's have a look at these 2 skeins. They are different colors. This one is bluer, this one is more green. I like turquoise in all its variations, so this will come in handy. They are from Nako, and I know this brand. When I went to Istanbul over a year ago, I went to the store that sold specifically Nako yarn and bought a bunch, and here is the proof how excited I was, and it was so cheap. It wasn't as cheap in Tallinn, but I still got my hands on this yarn. I think it's good quality. Usually this yarn is quite stretchy also, so good for wearables. It's also not 100% cotton. It's 52% cotton and 48% bamboo, so it should be very breathable material, which again is very good for making a top or a hat. This 10-pack is also a blend, a cotton blend, but this time 80% cotton and 20% linen. However, it's a thicker yarn, so I would probably use it for a bucket hat or a sun hat, for something that requires a sturdier yarn. Then I got 4 skeins of 100% cotton by this brand I didn't know before, but it's also Turkish. It's Almina yarn. I got these colors thinking of the Serena top I'm currently testing, and you can see I already used some of this color. This one I decided not to use this time. So here you can see that I used quite a bit of that off-white color for the ties of the top specifically. Yeah, and I decided to use the yarn I already had for the cups because I wanted this aerial vibe from the top. It's still not ready, so I won't show you it just yet, but the pattern releases quite soon, I think in the middle of August. Keep your eyes on it. Continuing the topic of crocheting, I got 2 hooks. I happen to have a lot of half-sized hooks. I mean like 3.5mm one, 4.5mm one. So this time I decided to get a 5mm hook because I noticed that many patterns have specifically a 5mm hook and a 2mm hook. Currently it's the smallest hook in my collection, and I know that I won't be reaching for it that often, so it's a cheaper hook. It was just 50 cents, but it's fine because I won't be using this as much, so the handle might not be the most convenient, and I don't really understand why they made like the width of it uneven, but that's how it is. This one was more expensive, I would say regularly priced, and the handle is way more comfortable, and the width of the hook is more even, and it's smoother. I also noticed this one is a bit rougher on the yarn. However, when I touch it with my finger, I would almost, say the opposite for them, but that's how things are. So we are done with the yarn portion of my haul, and now we can move on to the beads and various fixtures that I bought for crafting jewelry or decorating the bags that I crochet. I need to look up what they're called maybe, but some I've used already. For example, this is my first attempt at making the Serena top, and the cups were large, huge. I talked a bit about it in my cozy hobbies video. So I already used this snap button here. So yeah, and I made it into a bag. So now it's a purse that I can wear with my Serena top, and it's not the matching color, but it goes quite well with this purple. I got these hoops and these locks for jewelry making, and I haven't used the hoops yet, but I have used the locks already for making my set of mermaid core jewelry that I used in my Uniqlo video. So I made a bracelet, I made necklace and a pinky ring. The necklace and the bracelet, I used the tiny white locks that I got, and all of this set is made with the beads that I also got during that Tallinn visit. Here they are. I keep them still in their original package. Fun fact about Karnaluks: you pick up like a tube with beads and bring it to the register, and then you tell them how many of each type of bead you want, and then they hand pick and pack them for you, which is quite a process. It takes quite a long time. The ladies are lovely, but it's a bit awkward to be like, only 5 or only 10, and then she's like, or saying some, obnoxious number, and then she has to hand count them, and but I didn't take many of each. I took like maybe 10. It was my maximum number, and then 5 of this, 5 of that, and I already used some of them. And I also got some handmade labels to put on the stuff that I crochet, because currently I don't label any of the things that I crochet, and I think it would be quite fun. So in the same lane, but not quite, I got some buttons. A lot of fun buttons, including one mushroom huge button that I think I will use on some purse or pouch. I like crocheting purses, pouches, hats, small things like that, so I think it will come in handy. And then I got adorable teapot and matching cups and some autumn leaves. Overall, I think apart from the strawberry buttons, I think all this gives fall, and we are approaching the season, so I'm clearly getting ready. And the strawberry buttons I picked up mostly because they reminded me of a cardigan that I believe my mom knitted for me when I was like a baby. I picked up 5, thinking that maybe I one day will crochet some cardigan for myself that will have this on. I think it's quite cute. But back to the jewelry making, I also got these elastics in 2 colors and 2 different widths. This one is 1 millimeter wide, and this one 0.8 millimeters wide. I like using specifically elastics for my bracelets. This way you don't necessarily need like locks and hoops on them. You can just tie the bracelet. If I make one for myself, I usually just do that because, well, I make it fitting my wrist, my hand. But of course, if you want something more durable and are worried to break from wear and tear naturally, so yeah, I recommend, of course, do it in a more professional way. Then I got these dark colored beads. They both are a bit blue, but this is bluer and it's bigger, so it also gives like blueberry, which is, you know, lovely. I could use this in jewelry, but originally I got this to use as eyes on amigurumi or other toys that I happen to make, because I recently bought a pattern, a felt frog pattern from Lisa Quox, I think, and I am planning on making it and showing it in the video. And the pattern called for beads like this for the eyes, and I really liked how they looked on the end product in her pictures, so yeah, naturally I got my hands on them. Crocheting and jewelry making are not my only hobbies. I also like to do postcrossing, penpalling, reading, so this is how I ended up in a bookshop. This bookshop only sells literature in English, and I didn't buy any books because I still have some plans on reading some of the books I found at the library. I haven't borrowed any yet, but I think my fall reads are already outlined, decided, so I just didn't want to buy the books for the sake of buying. But what I did buy are 8 postcards that some of them will go to my pen pal, some of them I will use in postcrossing. Most of these designs are fall inspired as well. There are 2 like winter designs, most of them are fall, and then some summery, like the sunflowers and the beach one, and I have 2 of the same. So here I'm trying to show them. So these are the postcards that I'll be using the upcoming season in postcrossing and penpalling. I really like this one with the lighthouse on it. I think it's a very Estonian vibe, and I keep them in this nice craft envelope. I also got this bookmark with this person who is probably a writer, and by trade I am a writer too, so I just decided to get one for me. And the text in the back says the name of the shop I bought it from. I bought this bookmark and the postcards. I also got this free bookmark from the biggest bookstore in Estonia that's called Rahva Raamat. I didn't get anything from there. I went there looking for a birthday gift with my friend. So yeah, when life gives you free bookmarks, you just grab them. I also got a few gifts from my friend Yulia, such as this bracelet that I'm wearing in this video. It's a bit big, but I will adjust it, it's no problem. She made it herself, so it's the markings on the wooden cubes that are the beads in this bracelet, they are made with fire, with pyrography, so pretty cool. Then she also gave me Kit Kat that's flavored like an Asian pastry. It's not shaped like the leaves that are drawn on the packaging, but the taste is very good. It's up my alley. It's again giving fall, and I also like white chocolate, so it's definitely for me. And then she also gave me a face mask that I've already used because I love skincare and I use a lot of sheet masks and all kinds of masks, and it was quite good. I liked it quite a bit. Overall, the trip was very nice. As I said, I lived in Tallinn for 2 years, so it's always nice to come back, just stroll around, go to all the places I used to go to daily, and to discover new ones. Tallinn has a lot to offer for all kinds of people, so if you are a crafty person like me, you'll find something for yourself. If you're more of a sporty person, you'll definitely find something. Basically, I highly recommend, especially if you live in Finland, to pay it a visit. It's quite accessible. We went there by boat, so we went to Helsinki first and took a boat all the way to Tallinn. That took 2.5 hours. So especially if you live in Helsinki area, it should be an easy, fast trip that you can do any weekend. And I recommend staying overnight there. I know that most people just go there for a couple of hours, so all they see is the old town maybe, and just run back to the boat. I recommend staying overnight and exploring non-central areas. In my opinion, Tallinn has the best beaches that the Baltic Sea can offer, but I'm biased. I just like the city so much. I have many memories from it, both good and bad, but I'm very grateful for them. This is it from me this week. It's a short and sweet video just showing you all the stuff I got. We'll see each other next week and we'll do something cozy together. Take care!